Lee, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Today we'd like to discuss with you your newest project coming to 11 Yorkville, which is the last piece of prime real estate left in Yorkville. Just want to ask you to give us a brief introduction on all the developers that are involved in this project and their history and what they've done.
Absolutely. So the three developers involved are Metropia, where I'm the Vice President of Sales and Marketing and Design. And then there's RioCan and Capital Developments. So Metropia was founded by Howard Sokolowski 10 years ago. Previous to founding Metropia, Howard founded Tribute Communities, where he built over 35,000 homes. Metropia now has about 18 high-rise projects sold, under construction, occupying, and we also do low-rise, and we're in Toronto and Calgary. RioCan is the third largest REIT in North America, and in Canada it is the largest REIT. RioCan has started to move towards diversifying its portfolio, and so they're starting to redevelop buildings. So fortunately enough, they're our partner on this, and they will manage the retail at grade. And then there's Capital Developments. They've been in Toronto for 10 years, and they have about $6.1 billion of real estate under their development and control right now.
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you for that. We also know that the award-winning architect Sweeney & Co. are a part of this development team. What are some exciting elements that they're introducing to this project?
Well, I think one of the big things when Dermot Sweeney from Sweeney & Co. saw the site, and he appreciates that Yorkville is just 3 blocks. It's from Avenue to Yonge, and that it has an international presence. Yorkville's known globally. And so I think what inspired him when he was doing the architecture was not just to do another Toronto condominium. He wanted the architecture to speak to the international address of 11 Yorkville. So he really looked to the towers in Manhattan and decided to give it that New York, old world feel. It's grounded with stone at the podium,
Okay.
where the retail will be, and then it kind of wedding cakes up to 62 stories. And what's also unique in the design of this building is, I don't know if you're aware, but balconies are actually a rarity in Yorkville due to some planning bylaw restrictions.
Yep.
So you have to design them inset into your building. And by doing that, he took advantage of it and designed double corner suites. So if you're buying one of our 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom corner units, the same view southwest over the CN Tower that you see from your living room, you have that exact same view actually from your master bedroom.
Got it.
So we found a way that wherever you are in your suite, you get that view.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What can we expect in terms of types of units at 11 Yorkville, and how will these suites match the demographics that are in the area right now?
For sure. So our entry-level suite will be a studio,
Okay.
and they start around 400 square feet. And then we actually spent a lot of time developing what we call like our entry-level 1-bedroom program.
Okay.
So within our 1-bedrooms, we have 1-bedrooms that are just smaller 1-bedrooms at 425 square feet. But then we also did 1-bedroom plus medias, 1-bedroom and den, 1-bedroom and flexes. Some 1-bedrooms have 1 bathroom, 2 bathroom. So we could just offer somehow south-facing views, east-west. Like we want to just really diversify that 1-bedroom in
Mix.
Yorkville and
Okay.
lifestyle. And then we have your 2-bedroom corner units, and our 3 bedrooms are about 980 square feet, with our largest typical unit being a 3-bedroom at just over 1,000 square feet.
Okay.
We are going to offer combo units if there is demand for larger units between 14 to 1,500 square feet.
Okay, that might be a need, knowing the demographic in Yorkville.
Absolutely. Would you like me to speak a little more to the demographics?
Please.
So I guess what's unique about the demographics in Yorkville, if you look at the average income in Yorkville, the combined family income is about $220,000 a year. If you look at other neighborhoods in Toronto, family income is usually between like as low as $50,000 to $120,000 as a family income.
Yes.
If you then look into their housing options and where they live, 70% of people living in Yorkville are childless couples. And then of the 70% of childless couples, 50% of them are choosing to live in high-rise with high-earning family incomes of $220,000. So you're kind of aware that these people could own, but they are choosing to kind of rent and live this lifestyle of flexibility, enjoyment. They could pick up and move somewhere else. They can do things.
Yeah.
So it's a well-educated, well-traveled,
Good jobs, good income.
Yeah, exactly. So it's and that whole group kind of come together, and they're attracted to Yorkville. I think mainly because if you look around Yorkville, like what's not there? I mean, you're 2 seconds from, if you're a doctor, from the hospitals, from the business downtown center core, shopping,
subway,
restaurants,
everything.
Subway. Yeah.
So Lee, what features and finishes can the residents at 11 Yorkville expect?
So 11 Yorkville, the idea behind here was to inspire it by cru. And cru is a designation in wine of a premier cru and a grand cru. And the idea behind that designation is when everything comes together from the weather, to the soil, to the grapes, to the vineyard, and everything goes into creating this award-winning finest bottle of excellent wine. So the idea here was to come up with unique features that play off of the Yorkville lifestyle, the leisure lifestyle, the luxury, the entertainment, the social atmosphere, and bring them into this composition of what we call our crew collection of suites and crew inspired amenities.
Got it.
So what's unique to our suites is rather than have there's 5 Miele appliances, we have a 6th appliance, which is a wine fridge that goes
Every
into
unit?
all 1 bedrooms and larger.
Okay.
And next to this wine fridge, we've designed a custom millwork stemware for your scotch glasses, champagne, wine, all beside your wine fridge.
Okay.
And then each unit gets basically, it's like a black stone dining room, island, entertainment center. And then within this island that we've created with Ciccone Simone, everyone gets like a beverage center in it. So you can put ice in it, you can serve your wine. So the idea was to add that social atmosphere in, but make it a design feature in your
Got
suite.
it.
The kitchens are stunning. They have backlighting in them. There's pot lights that are lighting up your dishes. It just has this like glow to it. The other unique features we've done is in the bathroom, where a typical bathroom sometimes only has the shower as a finished tiled wall. We're finishing the wall behind the vanity, and then in our most grand collection, we finish all of the walls in the bathroom with all the tile. So there's these design elements that are brought in to just elevate the overall finish level.
Okay, what about the flooring, Lee? What kind of flooring will they be generally getting?
The flooring is hand selected by Ciccone Simone, and it will be a hardwood floor selection that they are
Throughout every
everywhere.
unit, including, so even studios get hardwood floors?
Absolutely. The idea with the studio is the only thing they don't get due to the size of the studio, and we don't know how they use that space, is the island.
Or the 6th
and the
appliance.
wine fridge.
Yeah,
exactly. Everything else they get. Same kitchen, same flooring, same bathroom, everything else is the same.
Amazing. What are some of the building amenities, and are there any particular that are especially distinctive?
Yes. So I think one of the largest investments the builders made for an amenity here is we have an indoor-outdoor 12-month-a-year infinity pool. And you don't need to worry about the maintenance fees on the cost of this because there's 600 units in the building. So it was an opportunity to offer this amenity that everyone can enjoy. And again, how nice will it be to go home after a stressful day or on a weekend, be able to enjoy an indoor-outdoor pool, whether it's October, whether it's June, whether it's January. You can sit outside under the moonlight and just kind of decompress from a long day. So that's unique to this building. We're also going to have a porter service. So again, because there's 600 units, we can have the concierge, but a day porter, because nowadays people need help getting a package with increased package delivery. It's nice to have a porter who then, if you give permission to him, he can deliver your package to your suite and just make your life a little bit easier.
Amazing, amazing. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the neighborhood. What are some neighborhood highlights that you'd like to talk about today?
Well, I think that the big things that Yorkville is famous for is the transit hub of Toronto, as you know, because it's where the 2 subway lines of the Yonge subway line, Bloor subway line come together. So I think it's just well connected in that sense, and it's also a short walking distance if you want to get onto the University line as well. So transit, it's great. It's down University Avenue. You're close to the best hospitals for jobs. Our government, the government office is right there. Our courthouse is right there. So again, it's a great employment hub is around there. It's notorious for its shopping, its retail, world-class retails all along Bloor Street, the best restaurants. So if you want to wine and dine, it's all walking distance from where you are. So the nice thing about Yorkville is because it has this like Yorkville Village feel, you don't need a car in Yorkville when you're there to like walk around, do the transit connection too. It's just easy to get to downtown. It's connected to the path system. And Yorkville's expanding with Italy coming, new retails opening all the time, Chanel opened, Jimmy Choo. So there's just this vibrancy and luxury of the lifestyle of Yorkville.
Got it. My next question will be, what advantages does investing in 11 Yorkville have compared to other projects in the city? Or in Yorkville for that matter?
Well, I guess first I'll talk about what with Yorkville is because Yorkville only runs from Avenue to Yonge, it's just 3 blocks. And between right now Yonge and Bay, this is the last opportunity for someone to be able to buy into 11 Yorkville. So I'd say what it has in its favor is the scarcity and the rarity of a Yorkville address and it being the last opportunity to buy, because between Bay to Avenue Road is all designated as heritage. So if the building hasn't been developed,
it's not going to.
Yeah, unless a ruler act or something is changed. So yeah, I think it's the scarcity and the last opportunity. And I also think that Yorkville, because it's become such a desirable residential neighborhood, because you have so many people choosing to live here, everything will continue to get even better. And it's that preferences and tastes and lifestyles they're seeking, where people spend huge amounts of their money on the eating and finer things. So I think that the lifestyle amenities will continue to improve and evolve as more people move to the neighborhood as well.
Just to add, I think if you look at the tenant pool that you get in Yorkville, just in general, just take Yonge and Bloor, forget Yorkville. If you take Yonge and Bloor and look at the tenant pool, you got universities, you got hospitals, you got everything. So your tenant pool is always like primo. Every single time you're getting a tenant, you as a landlord have option to choose. Now, once you add the Yorkville element, the luxury element to that, now you're getting the cream. Now you're getting the guys who can, number one, afford it, pay your rent, and are qualified and are professionals most of the time. So as an investor, I think if you're buying at Yonge and Bloor, if you can buy at 11 Yorkville, I think it would make perfect sense, because regardless of whatever price the builder chooses to come out at, the rent will service the monthly mortgage, property tax, and maintenance. Okay.
In the Four Seasons, you can look at the Four Seasons right across from us. It's probably, there are some units that are rented, and you can look at the price per square foot they're achieving, and it's record breaking in comparison to the rest of Toronto. But Yorkville is a sub-market of Toronto. Whether it's a selling price, a resale market, or rents, it always outperforms every other market in Toronto.
Agreed. Agreed. Lee, my next question for you is occupancy date. How many years will our buyers have to wait until they get their keys?
So the first occupancy will be in early 2024.
Got it. Got it. And is the project zoned and approved?
Yes. So the good news is in July, this building received final city council approval. So this building will be fully zoned, full zoning in effect, and everything when we open our sales program.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you. The next question, which is the most important question, where a lot of our clients are asking, when will this launch? When will they be able to look at floor plans, choose their favorite unit, and perhaps fill out a request and sign for their unit?
So we're excited to share with you today that we're going to be hosting our launch date will be September 12th to our VIP brokers. We'll be sharing with you at that point our floor plans, you'll get pricing, and then we are also, as you know, building a sales office on site. You can go drive by it and check it out at 21 Yorkville. And the signings will actually take place in our presentation center. The presentation center will feature a kitchen vignette, a bathroom vignette, a laid out
just so they see the finishes and everything?
Absolutely.
Okay. Lee, my last question for the day is if you were a purchaser and if you were interested in 11 Yorkville, which I believe you should be, it's a great project, what would be your next step, and is there an urgency to this matter?
Absolutely. So if I knew I wanted to buy in this project, I'd be learning as much as I can about Yorkville, what's available there right now, and you'll learn that anything released is quickly absorbed. So I'd get everything organized, that on September 12th when you share the floor plans, that you're in a great position to be able to secure one, get it on hold as fast as possible, because we're receiving a ton of demand, and we know this building is going to sell very quickly, and we want to ensure that your clients aren't disappointed.
Okay. Will there be price escalations throughout the launch? There will be. Okay. And what is the best stage to purchase
opening day?
11 Yorkville. Okay, opening
day.
The more you delay, the more you pay, basically, generally.
Absolutely. You need to be ready to be first in the door. Absolutely.
You got it. Thank you very much, Lee, for taking the time.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.